Welcome to SIRA MCQ YouTube channel. Today we discuss 2024 Advanced Level Accounting Paper MCQ English Medium question number. Which number? Question number 11. The question number 11 and 12, they are related to only one information. Look here, there is information there. Look here, there is information. Use the following information to answer the question number 11 and question number 12. There is information related to question number 11 and 12. Look here, what is the question number 11 requirement? Total manufacturing cost for the year ending 31st March 2024. Total manufacturing cost. Okay, at this time, after that, cost of sales for the year ending 31st March 2024. To calculation, to preparation, therefore I prepare the manufacturing account and cost of sale means the income statement. No, there is a, I use the information to both manufacturing cost preparation and the cost of sales calculation. At this time, look here, the manufacturing cost. Look here, there is a firstly we must calculate the manufacturing cost. Manufacturing cost, this is the manufacturing cost statement. Manufacturing cost. Manufacturing cost. I use 1000. Firstly, the topic is total primary cost. Total primary cost. At this time, firstly, we calculate the direct, which one? Direct material cost. The direct material cost is calculated using this one. This is firstly opening raw material. Opening raw material plus material purchasing of raw material, purchasing raw materials and minus closing raw materials. At this time we can calculate raw material cost. This is consumed means used consumes raw material cost. After that we must add direct labor cost and add direct other cost. After that we must add production overhead cost. There's a topic. After that we must edit and calculated primary cost. There is a primary cost persons. There is a calculation. After that we must add these items. After that we must calculate total primary cost. After that we must add which one? Production overhead cost. After that we can arrange which one? Total production cost. This is the final answer, production cost. Okay, after that I can calculate the cost of sale preparation calculation. I must prepare income statement. This is the income statement. Rupees 1000. At this time, this is the sales minus cost of sales. At the cost of sale calculation, we must firstly add an opening which one? Finished goods. Opening finished goods plus which one? The total production cost of manufacturing department. What is that? The total production cost we must be arranged and carry out to, we must get this one, total production cost. This is the total finished goods cost. We must go to which account? Opening stock, the cost of sale. This is the total production cost. At the normal points, you can see there is a purchasing of finished goods. There is no purchasing from outside. We only own produced some stocks. Okay, therefore we must use add to total production cost. After that, minus closing finished goods. After that, we can calculate cost of sales. After that, gross profit. Use the requirement. This is the information there. We must calculate total manufacturing cost and cost of sale for the end in 31st March 2024. Look here. This is the information. The following balances have been extracted from the accounting records from Mihirani Enterprises, a manufacturing business. Look here. There are two dates. Production machinery carrying amount as at 31st March 2024 and 31st March 2023. What is the opening balance? Opening date 31st March 2023 there is a history balance. Therefore, this is the opening balance. There is opening. There is a 31st March 2024. This is the closing balance. Ignore this one. Currently, production of machinery carrying amount 675 and 800. Look here. Inventory raw materials. Opening raw material, closing raw material. We can use opening raw material 60. Opening raw material 60. Opening raw material 60. Opening raw material is there. Opening raw material 60 there. Okay. The next one is closing raw material. Closing raw material is there 45 must be deduct. Closing raw material 45 must be deduct. The next point is there inventory finished goods. Finished goods are related to cost of sales. Look here, opening finished goods 120. Opening finished goods is there 120. Okay. Inventory finished goods closing 160. The closing finished goods. Closing finished goods 160. Okay, look here. Okay. Okay, let's see. There is a finished goods is already done. Okay, trade debtors, raw materials purchasing. Trade creditors. Creditors means payable accounts. Raw material purchasing 15 closing, 20 opening. Please don't get this. This one is we cannot directly impact to manufacturing account. Why? Raw material creditors, trade creditors are not related to directly to manufacturing account. Therefore, I go to another accounts. Cash payment made during the year ending 31st March 2024 as follows. Direct labor cost. Look here, direct labor cost 300. There is no impact to direct labor cost. All raw materials are purchasing on credit. There is no work in progress accrued expenses in 31st March 2024 and 31st March 2023. There were no purchases of disposal of machinery during the year. Okay, let's see. Look here. The direct labor cost paid, there are no related information to direct labor cost. Direct labor cost means direct labor is related to manufacturing cost. Direct labor 300. Direct labor 300. Direct labor cost. Look here. Direct labor cost 300. Directly I write this column. Okay. Look here. Direct labor cost is okay. Look here. Cash paid to trade creditors. Trade creditors are not related to directly manufacturing account. Look here. Production overhead cost paid 75. 75 is related to production overhead cost. 75. Balance overhead cost balance. Next one is, look here, all raw material purchases are made on credit basis. There is a credit purchasing. There is no work in progress and accrued expenses as at 31st March 2024 closing and 31st March 2023. There is no opening and closing, work in progress and accrued expenses. Next one is, there were no purchases or disposals of machinery during the year. Look here, there is a requirement. There is a production machinery. Look here. Carrying amount. There is a change in carrying amount. Opening balance is 800. The closing balance is 675. There is a deduction. Which amount? 1 to 5. 125 is deduction. What is the reason? This is a machinery depreciation. Machinery depreciation is related to production overhead cost. 124, 25, 1 to 5. Machinery depreciation. Machinery depreciation. Machinery depreciation. The next one is, the key point is not there. What is the amount of purchasing of raw materials? Purchasing of raw materials are not there in the question. Not there. There are no information of directly purchasing of raw materials. Therefore, I create which account? Look here. The material purchasing, raw material purchasing are related to which person? this is raw material are related to trade creditors. Using the trade creditors, I find raw material purchasing. Look here. Trade creditors, I prepare trade creditors account. This is the trade creditors account. Trade creditors account, raw material related. At this time there is opening balance is credit balance, opening. The closing balance is there, closing balance. Closing balance is there. And what is the material purchasing double entry credit basis? Purchasing debit, trade creditor credit. What is the double entry? Purchasing raw material on credit basis. Purchasing of raw material on credit basis. Material purchasing account debit, trade creditors credit. Why? We must payable. Why? This time material purchasing account debit, trade creditors credit. Material purchasing is there. Material purchasing debit, trade creditors credit. This is the material purchasing amount. And another one is cash paid to trade creditors, cash credit, debit to trade creditors account, cash control. At the cash control, cash credit, trade creditors debit. This is the guideline to find the trade creditors and the raw material purchasing. Look here. Trade creditors raw materials purchasing. Opening is 20, 15 is closing. 20 and 15. 20 is opening, 15 is closing balance, and there is a cash payment. Cash payment is there. Cash paid. Look here. Cash paid to trade creditors 150. Cash credit, trade creditors debit 150. Cash credit 150 debit to trade creditors. Look here. Find the answer. 165. The space is there. 145 is material purchasing. 145 material purchasing. 145 material purchasing. 145. Okay, let's see. Find the answers. Look here. The consumed raw material cost 45, 100, 160. 160 is there. Direct other cost is not there. Finally, we can find the total primary cost. Primary cost is 460. There is overhead cost there. Overhead cost is 200 plus this 660. 660 is total production cost. The question number 11 requirement is which? Total manufacturing cost for the year ending 31st March 2024. Total manufacturing cost. Look here. Total manufacturing cost is 660. 660. Answer is 660 is there. Answer is 4. Answer is 4. Next one, the question number 12. We must meet question number 12 in next video.